Welcome guys to PUBG Myth Busters episode 8. In this episode we'll be testing the following myths. If you get knocked down more than 5 times, it will result in an instant death and reviving will no longer be possible. It is possible to intercept and loot an airdrop mid-air while parachuting. When both players in the final 1 vs 1 dies at the same time, the match will result in a draw. For the first myth, we'll be testing if it's really true that there's a limit to how many times you can be revived. Surely you do take more damage for every time you get knocked down, but is it really true that you will instantly die after 5? The body of our poor test subject is ready and our medic is standby. Let's start the ordeal. So even after 30 knockdowns, it was still possible to revive the player. However, the player died after only 2 ticks of bleed effect. Interestingly though, the player never took bleed damage when the medic instantly revived the player, which proves that we could go on like this forever. And there obviously isn't any limit to the amount of times you can get revived. However, in reality it would not really be possible to revive the player after only 2 ticks, but regardless, the myth that you instantly die after 5 knockdowns is busted. Next, I'm going to test if it's possible to intercept an airdrop mid-air and loot the content while parachuting. Needless to say, this was extremely painful to test as it took me a very long time to get lucky with the timings. When I finally managed to intercept the airdrop, the parachute kinda lagged into the drop. Looting was not really possible here. Going for another try. This time I got as close as possible, but I was still unable to loot the content of the crate. As we drop down to the ground simultaneously though, I am finally able to loot the content and as a result pick up an AWM within the first 2 seconds of being on the ground. But unfortunately, based on this test, the myth that you can loot the airdrop while parachuting is busted. Finally, we will find out if it's really true that if both players dies at the same time in the final 1 vs 1, the game will result in a draw. In this test, Alekin explodes a grenade in her hands and takes down our poor test subject with her. And now something really odd happens. From Alekin's perspective, she actually got the kill but lost the match. But from the test subject's perspective, he got no kills and yet he won the match. This is also confirmed by the spectator scoreboard and the results were repeatable. So this means that you cannot suicide into victory, as even though you get the kill, the game will not reward you the victory for your cowardly win. So no, a draw is not possible, and for that reason the myth is busted. Now that's all I had for you guys in this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.